Happy Halloween, you spoopy bitches. We're back. We got some Premier League action to talk about.
Straight into it. 7:30 in the morning, U.S. and daytime.
Rooster just crowed.
Yeah. Man City versus Leicester. The game was not the most entertaining, but it was one where you see why we're going to be champions.
Okay, hold on.
You see why we're going to be champions.
Easy there,
You see why we're going to be champions. And it's because the Haaland talk, big, huge. Probably the reason hopefully we'll win the UCL, right? Foden, crazy, as per. You know what I mean? Like, all the talk of the town. But Kevin De Bruyne, the best midfielder in the world, the best midfielder to step foot on Premier League soil in any ground ever.
Paul Scholes would like a word.
Simply a master class of a free kick. Simply a a world class player, Kevin De Bruyne. Astounding.
I can't really defer too much because yes, like you said, it was a boring game, and personally, over here in the USA, I'm not getting up for a rival game at 7:30. Not fucking happening. So I watched the highlights, and to be honest, it was about 30 seconds of highlights. There wasn't much. I mean, it was a pretty slow game, but De Bruyne makes a difference once again.
That's just what he does. Goals, assists, you name it. He's coming for the Ballon d'Or.
1-0 record?
Yeah, 1-0 to City. Haaland hopefully will be fit for the next game. We'll see though. Okay, these are all these Premier League results from this week. You see them. You know what happened. I'm sure you've already watched, but we're just here to remind you. We see some really big results. Spurs getting a win. Crazy win. Chelsea. Oh my goodness.
Dropping 3 big points. Dropping 2 own goals. And Trossard dropping a Player of the Month performance in October.
Trossard's crazy.
This guy is going wild. He is just all over that Chelsea defense. For every minute that he played, he was one of the best players out there.
Yeah.
He has been so good for this Brighton team, which it has surprised so many people losing their manager that you think, okay, this guy is the life and heart and soul of Brighton right now. And then you take that out, and they keep pumping, man.
Their new manager, I can't even remember his name, an Italian guy, but he's doing insane.
He's doing bits.
He's doing bits. He's beating the guy he took over for, who went to a quote-unquote bigger club. But we don't know about that anymore. We see Brighton 4-1 over them. We see Leeds 2-1 over Liverpool. MOT. Whatever that means, I don't know. It's something the Leeds fans do. It's a hashtag MOT.
I'm not going to go that far, but
I don't know what that
means. Good win. Love that they took points off Liverpool.
Adams, amazing performance. Eriksen, amazing performance. The whole team played well. Like, you see what they want to do, and on their day, they can do it. And they showed up against Liverpool and Anfield. Like, that's insane.
That last goal to win it was absolutely peak football right there. I mean,
Somerville!
You have the young Italian man coming on.
Gnotto.
And he just is able to control it and get that pass inside between 2 Liverpool defenders.
Man. Bamford takes it, squares it up. Somerville does
right into his pass.
Somerville does a little something around Van Dijk. Something around Van Dijk, bro. The best defender in the Prem of the last 5 years or so, most would say. The last year or so, he has not been. And again, we saw a weakness from him against Somerville. Somerville just did it to 3 or 4 right there. He went right through.
Crazy.
Kicks it with his right foot right past Alisson. Insane game, insane win for the Leeds fans.
And an even more insane game for Jesse Marsch.
Oh my God, so
important. The job for the American. I love to see it. I don't love to see Leeds do well, but I want to see more American coaches and players do well, obviously.
Hopefully this win gives them momentum going into these next games when they're playing against lesser quality teams, but you still need to bring that intensity like you do against Liverpool. Just because you're going to play Crystal Palace or something, who Crystal Palace is a good team, you can't just go there playing like they have been. Usually,
you can't get the same amount of energy,
No.
that same amount of buzz that you get from playing at Anfield against Liverpool. I mean, that just gives you that extra little step. Will
Yeah.
they have that against the mid-table
Yeah.
and lower-table teams? So they're going to have to pick up points, and Jesse Marsch hopefully is the guy to do that for them. The eventual champions of the Premier League in 2023, United did what we needed to do and picked up the 3 points. 1-0 win over West Ham. Really, really crucial performance and crucial win right there.
Maguire with the start, talking point.
Maguire with the start, I think only out of necessity because Varane is out till the World Cup is over. Lindelof had an illness. So really, you're not playing anybody. You're not playing Phil Jones. That's not happening. So Maguire comes in.
Had a shaky start.
Honestly.
But kind of settled in a little bit as the game went
first
on.
little
Started
bit,
picking out some passes.
Yeah, the first little bit he struggled. But I think that was just, coming back from injury jitters and, ready to really put a foot in. But tell you what, though, those last 15 minutes, I have to give it up to him. He was doing exactly what he is good at. And that is clearing the ball with that big fat fucking head of his. And it does well. It does exactly what it needs him to do. But the connection in possession right now is we're seeing develop is just really, really impressive.
Maguire with his incapabilities, Martinez though this season has to be said has been like one of the defenders of this. I hate giving credit to United players, but that little man is doing bits for them. Like he really is. You can see his aggression. Like, it's insane.
It really pays off. I mean, that is a big part of who you have to be to compensate for your height in the Premier League. You have to be aggressive. You have to be the first one to go in for the challenges. You have to be the first one to get in those 50-50s. So.
And he's not afraid to pass it out the back, too. He wants the ball at his feet. He wants to get forward. He's trying to dish the ball to Rashford, making runs through. Ronaldo's not making too many runs through. We see him start again too.
Did start again. Not a great performance, but there's not a whole lot you can ask for him. Being 38 years old, playing Thursday basically 90 minutes, and then Sunday another 90 minutes. So it's like I can kind of see why he has struggled, but you still expect him to be scoring goals. But he just hasn't been able to. But thankfully, Sir Marcus Rashford, MBE, my GOAT, has done so incredible these last couple of weeks. Just improved and improved, adding headers to his game. And
insane Eriksen cross.
Eriksen is just the cherry on top, really, right now. I'm all excited right now, but honestly, it's not consistent enough, and we could lose, 5-0 next week to somebody. Yeah. So I'm highs and lows in that right now.
Gotta be one of the best free transfers ever in Premier League history for sure.
I definitely think so. I mean, he's just performed.
Free transfer.
Yeah, he's
from one Premier League
great.
Club to another.
And it's weird that he didn't have more offers other than United and Brighton. Or Brentford, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. You would think that Spurs or Liverpool that are good in the transfer market would have tried to pick him up. But
just as a utility, in most teams they would have wanted to use him as a utility player. But seeing at his form on United, on any team, he'd probably be starting. You know what I'm saying? So, like the fact that United got him was a steal because those other teams are looking at him thinking, oh, that's kind of a chance. At the beginning of the season, you're thinking that because of all his health problems, things like that. You never know. Maybe he's not the same. He is getting on in age, but he comes on and he proves he's still up to that level week in and week out in the Premier League too, which is really impressive.
That's all we got for you trick-or-treaters this week. Go out there, get some candy, send us some. You know the vibes. Enjoy your meme. Peace out.